heartbroken mother believes a broken system put her son on a deadly collision course with a troubled ex-con.
Investigative reporter Brian New tonight looks into the devastating consequences of cutting probation short.
All she could do was stare at the wreckage.
I stood there for an hour and 30 minutes watching them get him out, and then finally they were able to get him out.
At that moment, Chandronika Perkins says she couldn't help but think how her son had just started his life. Patrick Henry recently graduated from Cedar Hill High School and was all set to start barber school. He was 18 years old and grown up, yet his mother says he still smiled and laughed like he did when he was a kid.
He was just Patrick, funny little dancing little kid, always running around, jumping, making us laugh.
Just moments before the crash, Henry FaceTimed his mom. It's something he did every day. Perkins told Henry she would soon pick him up to go on a family trip.
He said, "All right, I love you." I said, "I love you too." Not knowing that would be the last time I saw him alive was through a FaceTime video.
According to the police report, on that Sunday afternoon in March, a car driving 90 miles an hour down Camp Wisdom Road blew through a red light, colliding with the SUV Henry was riding in. The SUV rolled and rolled and rolled. Henry never had a chance.
My baby was laying in the car, and it was hurtful because everybody else walked away. Everybody, even him.
43-year-old Kelly Eli was the driver who hit Henry. He had his own 7-year-old son in the backseat of the car when it crashed. The young child survived. Eli was arrested for intoxicated assault and manslaughter. Officers at the scene reported he spit and cursed at them, saying, quote, "I'm going to kill you."
As we see now, he's in jail, but that's not good enough, because what made him so special? What spared his life?
This is not Eli's first run-in with the law. The I-Team uncovered felony convictions for robbery, assault on a public servant, charges of family violence, fleeing police, and drunk driving. But it's another crash, this one from 6 years ago, where Eli pleaded guilty to failure to render aid, that caught the attention of the I-Team and had us looking for answers for this mother.
My question is what did he do so good? What was so perfect about what he did in their eyes to make them believe that he deserved not to be under supervision? I don't understand.
Records show in 2011, Eli was driving when he hit one car, swerved, hit another, then another, 4 cars before jumping out and carjacking another driver. Eli eventually wrecked the stolen car and was arrested. He was taken to Parkland Hospital. Doctors there discovered Eli needed help. He was bipolar, schizophrenic, and suffered from psychotic episodes.
And so the court decided jail wasn't the right place for Eli. Instead, a judge gave him 8 years of adult probation. Eli was put in a mental health program, given counseling and drug testing.
And for the first time in a long time, Eli was staying out of trouble. But then
They always say if it's not broke, don't fix it.
it stopped.
So if it worked, why would you change it?
Just over halfway through his probation term, Eli was set free.
I think with this particular individual, we did the best we could have done.
Dallas County Probation Director Have Saeed says Texas law requires the court to review all probation sentences. And if halfway through their time, if there's been no violations,
He was complying with everything.
the defendant is dismissed early. That's what happened with Eli. The county says the law helps lighten the caseload on overworked probation officers and is intended to dismiss those least likely to reoffend. But the county admits every now and then there could be unintended consequences. Eli had been off probation for just 4 months when he killed Patrick Henry, a loving son filled with hope and promise.
I wish we could have completely changed him. I wish it wouldn't have happened. I really don't know what else to say.
If he was still under supervision, my son would still be alive. That's just the point. If he was still under supervision, he would still be alive today.
Now in Dallas County, less than 12% of those supervised by adult probation reoffend. But when they're dismissed from probation and no longer have to check in, that story changes. In the 3 years after probation, 26% find themselves in trouble with the law once more. Eli remains in jail tonight, and he declined our request for an interview.
So this, in reality, this could have been anybody's son, anybody's daughter. We know that. Yeah. But in reality, is there anything? What can be done?
It's difficult. It's not an easy solution, but the Dallas County Adult Probation Director, he is meeting with judges, and they're discussing of what they can do with these offenders once they're off probation, especially the ones that are dismissed early. But right now, they're discussing, they're putting minds together, but at this point, they don't have any solutions.
So incredibly heartbreaking for this family. Brian New, thank you very much.
Thanks.